Okay, ang discussion po natin for today is the online breakup between Vince and Lian, kung saan po pinost ni Vince online, and ngayon i-discuss ko po sa inyo kung posible ba yon for cyber libel, and then i-discuss ko kung meron bang pwede ikaso din si Vince against Lian because of the mga expenses incurred niya all throughout their relationship. Okay, so good day po my fellow taong bayan, at magbe-break po muna tayo sa political topics for this video, at ang gagawin po natin, makikipag-maritesan muna tayo sa mga love life ng ibang tao. Okay? And sabihin ko na lang din po sa inyong lahat, my fellow taong bayan, kung gusto nyo po mag-break din tayo from political topics, wala namang problema. Kasi may mga nakikita ako dito sa comment section dito. Hindi ko na po kayo papangalanan para hindi ko kayo malaglag or ilaglag. May iba kasi nagko-comment na gawan ko daw to ng topic, pero biglang yung sa may dulo ng sentence, huwag daw kalimutan yung flood control. In other words, yung dating sa akin po nun, parang may concern po talaga kayo sa mga current events, current issues ng bansa natin, pero dapat magmaritesan din daw tayo every now and then. So anyway po, my main point here is that huwag po kayong mahiya magsabi sa akin kung gusto nyo rin magmaritesan tayo every now and then. Kasi wala naman pong masama dun, di ba? Kasi at the end of the day, we are all human beings. We are creatures of curiosity. So kung gusto po natin, yun nga po, magmaritesan every now and then, wala pong problema doon. You do not have to defend yourself. Okay, so anyway po, yan po yung maging discussion natin for today. I will just be discussing the criminal side of things and if meron bang mga civil cases na pwede rin po sa situation ni Vince and ni Lian. And before we start po, of course, just a quick reminder to all of you na kung hindi pa po kayo nakasubscribe sa YouTube ko, hopefully po you can consider subscribing. Nasa 364,000 na po tayo, so kaya pa po ba natin ma-reach yung 370,000 before the year ends? And only time will tell kung ano po yung maging reaction nyo kung whether or not magsasubscribe ba kayo. Okay, so as usual po, just a reminder, hindi po to or wala pong bayad pag sa YouTube kayo mag-subscribe. Kung nakita po nyo, pag-click ko, walang lumalabas na fees. As long as sa YouTube po. Sa Facebook at TikTok, unfortunately, may bayad kasi ganun po yung setup doon. Pero sa YouTube ko, that is 100% free of charge. At ang advantage po niyan is that you will be notified kung may bago akong upload. Okay, just make sure lang din hindi itong join yung pindutin ninyo because this is a membership program which I called Associates for Truth. Hindi naman po to mandatory and this is just one way if you want to further support my content creation. Pero yung pinaka-request ko lang po talaga sa inyo is that if you enjoy and appreciate this content, ito pong advocacy ko, may natututunan kayo, hopefully po you can consider subscribing sa YouTube channel ko. Okay, and again, 100% free of charge po yan. Ngayon tuloy na po tayo sa discussion. Okay, so yung pinaka-facts lang po ng case talaga natin is that a certain Mr. Vince Jimenez po, meron siyang girlfriend na ang name is Lian, itong babae na to. Okay, and then ang nangyari dito, may gift po na ginift wrap to si Vince, and then pagbukas nito ni Lian sa gift, ang laman pala ay mga screenshots and conversations niya with another person kung saan because of those conversations, lumabas na may third party daw po to si Lian. And then ang ginawa po ni Vince noon during the unboxing of that gift, dinocument po niya yun lahat. And then one of the questions dito ni Lian during the video taking is kung ano ba yung purpose daw ni Vince sa pag-video, bakit nagvi-video. And then ito po si Vince Jimenez. Pwede niyo po ito mapanood actually sa page na to. Hanapin nyo na lang itong Vince Jimenez as lalabas naman. And then sinasabi po ni Vince Jimenez doon is that hindi ka ba nahihiya sa mga nasi-shame daw na mga may third party na mag-boyfriend-girlfriend. So along those lines po yung sinasabi ni Vince Jimenez. And currently po, ang repercussions ng pag-post ni Vince Jimenez is that madaming nag-a-attack dito ngayon kay Lian online. Okay, yan po yung pinaka-facts natin. So yung pinaka-issue po talaga natin is whether or not pwede ba yun makonsider as libelous or cyber libel po, to be specific, yung ginawa ni Vince Jimenez, considering na apektuhan na yung reputation nito ni Miss Lian online. Okay? And ang sagot po dyan is posible po talaga yan ma-argue for a cyber libel case na si Miss Lian yung magfa-file kay Vince kasi si Vince po yung nag-upload ng video eh. And the reason being po is because in libel or in cyber libel po, yung essential elements po kasi niyan is that kung meron kang gawin na publication, which in this case is itong video online, kung saan makasira yon ng reputation ng ibang tao. Okay? And then makikita naman po natin dito sa video na in-upload ni Vince is posible talagang masira yung reputation dito ni Lian. And as a matter of fact, ang dami pong nagbabash sa kanya ngayon na yan daw yung consequences kung nangangabet. Okay, and then i-clarify ko lang din po I am not condoning in any shape or form na okay lang mga bet and or mag-cheat sa relationships, may it be during your boyfriend-girlfriend relationship or pag mag-asawa na kayo. Hindi ko po yun tinotolerate or kinokondone. Ang ginagawa ko lang po, I'm just explaining the current jurisprudence that we have. Kasi yung jurisprudence po natin, that forms part of the legal system natin, di ba? So, in other words po, it forms part of the law of the land. Nagiging batas talaga natin yun. So, unfortunately, yun yung jurisprudence when it comes to libel. As long as mabesmirch or masira yung reputation ng tao online because of your online publication, that can constitute po as cyber libel. Okay? And then, ang next na lang niya na question is that sasabihin kasi or yung defense most likely dito ni Vince is that totoo naman daw na may kabit, di ba? Kasi meron ngang mga online screenshots siyang nakuha. So, kung ganun na totoo, ang mangyayari niyan ngayon, kailangan mapakita ni Vince na meron siyang good motive or good intention sa pag-upload at hindi lang para siraan yung si Lian in this case. Kasi every time po you make a publication kung saan maapektuhan yung reputation ng tao, ang presumption po agad niyan is that there is malicious intent on your part para siraan yung tao. Okay? So in other words, pag may upload ka po, ang presumption nga po ay gusto mo talaga siyang siraan. So anyway po, going back, ang defense dito ni Vince mangyari is that number 1, totoo yun siya. Pero number 2, kailangan din po niya mapakita na meron siyang good intentions or purposes for uploading that. Okay? Kasi kung hindi po niya mapakita yung good intention niya doon, kahit na totoo yun, it may still constitute as a cyber libel case. Ngayon, i-discuss ko lang din yung mga potential defense ni Mr. Vince Jimenez. Okay, so kung ako po naman magiging defense lawyer ngayon, ang sasabihin kong argument dito, number 1, is that we are already in a different era, di ba? We are in the digital age currently. Tapos pag nasa digital age na tayo, masyado na pong mabilis yung mga relationships na nag-end or nagsa-start. So like example, ngayon, pwede na po kasi kayo mag-usap, only call and text, may video call pa sa Messenger. So kahit mag-usap kayo niya ng 6 to 8 hours a day ng isang tao, pwede na yan gawin. Unlike before, medyo mahirap po yun, di ba? Lalo na sa panahon ng parents ko kasi wala pa namang mga cellphone before. And then, during my time, me and my wife, nag-aral po kasi kami sa may Cavite, so walang mga landline doon, limited kami sa call and text. So pag naubos yung load, wala na. In short, hindi po kami umaabot ng mga 6 to 8 hour conversations. Unlike ngayon, puro na kasi unlimited call and text, unlimited voice, then may video call pa sa Messenger. So because of that, na sobrang bilis na yung change of relationships, may it be to start nga or to end a relationship, pwede po natin i-argue na ito pong ginawa ni Mr. Vince Jimenez is clearly for informational and awareness purposes lang. Kasi yun nga po, sa sobrang bilis ng relationship ngayon na mag-end or mag-start, dapat din bilisan din yung pag-spread ng information para maka-make ng mga smarter decisions yung mga later on potential partners nito ni Miss Lian kung meron talagang nagkaroon ng third party problem. Yan yung pwedeng i-argue or idagdag. Kasi yun nga po, we are in the digital age, a different era already. Tapos yung libel laws po natin, that's a very old law na eh. So baka it's time to change it and to make it adapt to the current situation that we are facing as a nation, the Republic of the Philippines, in relation to the digital age or to the modern era. Okay? Yan yung tingin kong pwede argument. Pero ang problem ko lang po sa defense na to, hindi siya yung slam dunk or sobrang lakas talaga na defense. Kasi unfortunately nga po, yung jurisprudence natin, yung current legal system po natin in relation to libel, mas pabor po sa libel na mag-declare or mag-declare as libelous ang isang bagay as long as there is besmirching of reputation. Once mapakita agad yon, automatic considered as libel yon. Pero dito po kasi sa defense ko ngayon, kino-correlate ko na sa digital age na dapat mag-adapt din to the fast-changing digital age natin currently. Yan po ang mga posibleng mangyari dito, assuming magkasuhan talaga sila. So, ang mangyari niyan, unang-una, again, ulitin ko lang po, si Lian yung may cause of action for the criminal case of libel, and then si Mr. Vince Jimenez, siya na lang po yung mag-defend sa sarili niya na this is true naman na nagkaroon ng third party and that he did this for information and awareness purposes considering nga na digital age na tayo. So, dapat mag-adapt din po yung libel laws natin to the digital age. Okay, ngayon po, pag-usapan naman natin yung sa civil aspect kung whether or not pwede ba humingi ng reimbursement dito si Mr. Vince Jimenez kung may expenses siyang incurred during the relationship, tas yun pala, hindi sila mutually exclusive, di ba? So, yan po ang next naman nating discussion. And another reminder lang po, if you enjoy this video po, hopefully you can consider liking the video itself kasi magpo-promote po yan ng more engagement sa content. And if there will be more engagement sa content po, mas ipo-promote po yan ni YouTube sa mas madaming tao. So, mas madami pong makapanood dito sa mga legal explainer videos ko. So in conclusion po, if you like to support my advocacy, itong mga pag-explain ko ng batas sa current events, you can do so by simply liking the video kasi mas mapapakalat po yung ating content niyan or ating mga explainers to more people. Okay, so thank you po and ngayon tuloy po tayo sa discussion. Okay, and for that po, we will go to the Civil Code of the Philippines, Republic Act 386. And to be specific po sa Article 19, 20, and 21 lang tayo. Ito kasing provision na to, itong 19, 20, and 21 are the Civil Code provisions or the law po natin in relation to human relations. Okay, so when you say human relations, ito po yung kung paano natin dapat tratuhin yung kapwa natin, human being, in accordance with our Civil Code. Okay? So yung pinaka-basic po niyan is Article 19. Kung makita po ninyo ang sabi, every person must, in the exercise of his rights and in the performance of his duties, act with justice, give everyone his due, and observe honesty and good faith. Okay? So, yan po ang obligation natin sa kapwa natin, taong bayan. Dapat po, pag in-exercise natin yung karapatan natin, dapat we must act with justice, give everyone his due, at maging honest at good faith po or mabait tayo. Ang naging dilemma dito ngayon, hindi naging honest to si Miss Lian kasi meron siyang third party, allegedly, according dito kay Mr. Vince. So, pwede ba siya i-demanda agad dito ni Mr. Vince under this provision? Or to be specific po, hindi talaga Article 19. Ito yung Article 21 talaga yung cause of action. Any person who willfully causes loss or injury to another in a manner that is contrary to morals, good customs, or public policy shall compensate the latter for damage. Itong Article 19, this is just a guideline po natin kung paano tayo mag-treat sa kapwa natin tao. I'm just emphasizing that kasi baka may law students na nanonood, mali yung isite, baka ito isite nyo. Hindi po ito yung isa-cite. You will cite Article 21 dapat in relation to Article 19 if you want to sue someone based on these provisions. Okay, so anyway, going back, it can be argued, theoretically po sa nakikita ko lang, it can be argued na si Miss Lian performed something that is contrary to morals and good customs. Kasi of course, if you enter into a mutually exclusive relationship, kung sabihin mo na mutually exclusive kayo, tapos yun pala hindi naman yan morally accepted, diba? Or hindi yan yung normal sa bansa po natin na dapat nangangabit or may third party tayo. So it can be argued na pwede yan dito under Article 21. Okay? Pero kung tatandaan po natin or take note po ninyo, ang ikakaso po dito is for damages. Meaning because of Miss Lian's alleged third party which is contrary to morals and good customs, nag-cause ng damage yun sa kay, ano nga pangalan ng lalaki? Kay Mr. Vince Jimenez, nag-cause ng damage yun siya. So pwede niya sabihin na, I was heartbroken, it led to sleepless nights, I had mental anxiety, ganyan, so on and so forth. So that is a ground for moral damages. Okay? So pwede po yun under moral damages. Pero of course, ang next question dyan ngayon, malakas ba talaga na magiging kaso yun? At kung ako po ang tatanungin ninyo, kung let's say it's very minor amounts lang yung involved, hindi something significant, ang tingin ko kasi hindi yun baka hindi seryosohin ng korte ba? So baka po kasi sabihin ng korte dito na parang away bata lang ba kung very minor amounts kasi klaro naman na yung pinagbasihan talaga ng magiging kasuhan nila kung meron talaga is because of yung mga heartbroken nila, yung pagiging heartbroken nila. So yun nga po, baka hindi yun seryosohin ng korte. Pero yun nga po, for educational purposes, for theoretical purposes, ang tingin ko possible yan dito. Kasi again, hindi naman po yan pasok sa normal morality natin or sa good customs natin na dapat may third parties, di ba? Dapat exclusive nga lang. Kaya nga, pag nagpakasal din, isang asawa lang pwede. Unless na lang you are a Muslim, di ba? So, yan po ang nakikita ko. And kung ako lang po tatanungin ninyo dito kung dapat ba kasuhan talaga ni Vince Lian dito for all the expenses he incurred, ang masasabi ko lang din po is, kung ako lang po wag na lang sana, pag-usapan na lang nila yan internally, ayusin nila yung problem nila between themselves. Kasi kung magkasuhan pa sila, mag-hire ka pala ng abogado, sobrang mahal na compared to the expenses that you incurred. Pero kung let's say abot na ng millions, multi-millions yung regalo mo, ayun, syempre pwede na natin questionin talaga yun kasi medyo ano na ba yung trade-off from the actual amount spent mo and from the potential expenses mo, medyo worth it na, sulit na. Pero kung malayo pa yung discrepancy, I always suggest na we settle it muna or magpag-usapan muna ng maayos. Lagi pong last resort dapat yung litigation or yung pagkaso-kaso. Kung ako po ang tatanungin ninyo, that is the style of my practice po. Hindi ako yung tulad ng iba na kasuhan na lang natin yan. Ganun. Hindi po ganun. Always last resort yung litigation for me. Kasi I know how tedious, how hard litigation, how hard trial is. Lalo na po may appeal pa yan. So sobrang tagal. So yan po. Kung mga minor issue, mga heartbroken issues, kung ako lang po tatanungin, it would always be better na you solve it internally, pag-usapan ninyo ng maayos. Kasi at the end of the day, may pinagsamahan pa rin naman kayo, di ba? As boyfriend and girlfriend. So yan po ang masasabi ko on this matter. So hopefully klaro po yan. If you like more legal videos and current events, subscribe lang po kayo sa channel ko. And until next time, see you all po. Bye-bye!